a short while, you guys do wind up making it to the street. Okay, so in Overarms, there is a thing where you declare what scenes happen. Like, a session in Overwatch is split into 4 scenes: a social scene, a investigation scene, a combat scene, and a conclusion scene. And the rulebook states that it helps to declare what scene is happening. So for now, I will tell you that this is definitely an investigation scene. So if I did this right, you guys should have control of your tokens as they appear. And all right. So I will color this one blue, as that is Casey. The other 2 are Larry and Horatio.
How do I hide our icons on Roll20? Because I can't see part of the map.
Oh, it's in the little gear icon.
I'm in the gear icon.
Oh yeah, it is changed.
Yeah.
Audio and video.
Go to audio,
display.
video.
Yeah.
Names only.
Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are at Main Street near the near where the stage was. All right. These are the 4 NPCs that are hanging out with you. So you have Mark, Larry, Horatio, and Casey.
If they have name tags, I can't see them. Just so you know.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Well, the blue one is Casey, the one with an actual face is Mark, and the other 2 are Larry and Horatio.
Okay.
Yeah, so... Yeah, Casey is gonna kind of just hang out by the police car up here. And he's simultaneously keeping an eye on you guys, and, like, keeping an eye out just in general.
Florence goes up to him and, like, slyly hands him a lollipop, but it's got a impression of just, the classic Bigfoot with walking. Yeah, so he just kind of hands that over. It's green.
He gives you like a bit of a little nod, and just immediately plops it into his mouth.
Oh,
okay.
Perfect.
Are they like contraband? What?
No, they're just really good.
They are lemon lime. So yeah, the goal in this little investigation segment is to find clues of what may have happened to Obie. Yeah, the stage was down in this direction. The stage itself has been cleared out, and like as you see the little pickup truck down here, it was like it has some of the remnants of the stage in it. Like clearly there are some people cleaning up.
So this one here is not the stage.
That is not. That is a local antique store.
Okay, gotcha.
And this.
Yeah, and this is one of those things where it's like if you can BS a way to explain why you're using a stat to do investigations, then I will allow it. So, and I'm gonna run investigations pretty loosey goosey, a la Fate.
Okie dokie.
Let's see what I got. You said there's still pieces of like the stage around and stuff.
Yeah. And, for the time being, you can only use your character stats, as you guys do not have fully manifested anima quite yet.
Okay.
So, Florence is going to go over to Tammy and say, "Hi, Tammy, right?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we go to the same gym, and Of course, you were the former Miss Lobster.
Yeah.
I just appreciate your aesthetic. In any case, you were on the committee for organizing Lobster Fest, weren't you?
I was, but we were all away from the stage taking a break when the explosion happened.
Mhm. But you were familiar with the stage and you were familiar with.
Of course.
So, do you think that you could spot anything amiss?
I could try taking a look around.
Mm.
Let's
I
see.
think you're a good resource here.
Can Tammy use her strength to, like, look through the rubble?
Yeah.
All
Yeah, she can totally use her strength to.
Strength or dexterity?
While
Yeah.
they were chatting, I was definitely just going and like lifting shit up and looking under cars.
Okay, so yeah, if Colton is like raising things up to take a look, he can definitely give me a strength. Yeah, Tammy can do either strength or dex to do things. Oh, sweet, good lord.
What's the test?
I got a 5.
Okay, so that's the wrong page. Okay, so yeah, we'll go with Colton since he just wandered off to start investigating while people were chatting. So like you're looking under cars, you're lifting like pieces of rubble that haven't quite been cleared away yet, and you actually find a leather wallet under some trash in a nearby gutter, and like as you like open it up, sure enough, there's Obie's ID right there, and taking it like a look at it, like there's still like $65 in there. All of his cards are still in there. Like it seemed more like it was dropped and not like it was stolen from him.
Mark.
Hmm?
Mark, I found his wallet.
His wallet.
Yep.
And Mark jogs over and he takes it and is like, yeah, that's Obie's. And
You said I found this in a pile of trash, right?
yeah, you found it in a pile of trash on the side of the road. Where is? Okay, here it is. I think I have a token that is just an X. I do not.
Hey,
Oh wait, yeah.
Tammy,
So
right?
yeah, Colton found this. Sorry, Tammy.
It's being redacted.
Yeah. So yeah, this X is about like the wallet was found about right here in the street.
That would have been around where the stage was, right?
Yep.
Alright, Tammy will come jog over to Colton when she hears him call for her.
Hi. First off, nice to see you.
She'll
Found
grab his
his
hand
wallet.
shake it firmly.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright.
I don't know if there's gonna be anything else around here, but you're like Mr. Is it Mr.? And I'm looking over at Florence.
Yes.
Mr. Florence here was saying that you were doing. I think I heard he said you did stuff with the stage.
Yeah, I was the one who was in charge of making the pageant run smoothie.
Well, was there anything like underneath the stage, like where those turtles come out of, like a sewer grate or a manhole cover?
Would there been?
Did you just make a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reference?
That's what they're called. I didn't have
Did
a
you?
TV in my house.
Oh my god!
I mean, kind of.
Yeah. my uncle was a bit strict on the whole TV thing.
Oh my god.
I don't know. That went over me.
So yeah, with that 5, as Tammy is having this discussion and moving, kind of sifting through some of the remains of the stage, you just smell this horrible stench of like burnt fish.
Oh.
Oh,
Is there electrocuted lobster?
You don't see any electrocuted lobster,
Okay.
but yeah, the burnt fish smell though seems to be exclusively near the stage area.
I'm gonna keep kind of going that way, I guess. Hey guys, come over here.
do the little jog over.
Does something smell weird to you guys?
Yeah, Mark just kind of like shakes his head and is like, oh, that is rancid.
Lawrence takes out like a little handkerchief and holds it to his mouth.
Colton, can
You
you
know
help me
what?
with the rest of this debris? See if we can find out where this scent is coming from.
Oh yeah, sure. Do you want me to roll another strength for that?
Yeah, both of you can roll a strength, int, or dex, which I'm assuming it is either going to be strength or dex.
Yay!
That's a strength for me.
I got 9 decks.
Oh, nice. Okay, so where is my list of things here? They are. Okay, so as you guys are shifting things and trying to find the origin of the smell, Colton, you have found like what appears to be like okay, so you know those like cave paintings where it's like the silhouette of a hand with the paint around the hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, you find a pair of handprints like that, like just weird handprint scorch marks on the bottom of a couple of boards. And while you guys are doing this, Tammy, you're
The guy who blew this up, Bakugo. Sorry.
But yeah, so Tammy, you're digging through some of the stage stuff on this truck, and one of the boards kind of gets away from you and knocks the mirror just clean off this truck. But like you manage to grab it before the mirror shatters on the ground. But as you're kind of like bent over and grabbing the mirror, you see what appears to be like scorched hoof marks leading away from the staging area. So yeah, that will be about right there for the hoof marks.
Okay.
Um,
Hey, come take a look at this. Found more of the scorch. Do where the scorch marks are? Does that smell like worse there, or?
Like now that you're aware of it, like it does seem that the smell is following these scorch marks.
I think it's over here. Stinks.
I'm pretty sure Obie didn't have hooves. This is kind of strange. There ain't no cattle here, right?
No one. We didn't have horses either.
Do they look like bovine hooves?
They look like horseshoes.
Okay.
But yeah, Mark shakes his head and is like, no, there's no horses or cattle for miles. Like he motions at Casey down the street and is like, even the Peace Force don't use horses. They use like those little scooters.
Scooters?
Yeah, little scooters.
Crotch rocket.
Segway.
Yeah, Segway.
You are all so delightful.
Thank you. I guess follow the hoof marks. Follow the yellow singed hoof marks. They're not yellow.
They're not. They're just singed.
Are they like really light? Like you can only really see them up.
Yeah, like they. Bleh, okay. So yeah, you definitely didn't see them like on your way up to the truck, but like now that you're looking at them and you've noticed them, it's like, how did I miss these?
Okay.
Okay, so for this one, let's see, what are our stats? You know what? How about we have Florence do something and give us a check there.
Give us a check.
Yeah, like
A
it.
good old,
Give us a bit of a intelligence check.
intelligence check.
Yeah.
I cannot roll above a 4 today.
Oh boy, that's gonna be fun. So yeah, as Tammy and Colton are like bringing all these attentions to the hoof marks, like Florence looks down at him and he's following the hoof marks, and they lead right up to this antique store that you guys are all kind of in front of, and like right next to the main door of the antique store, like on one of the windows that has the store's name blazoned on it. Like you see that there's just kind of a scorched outline, and if you didn't know any better, you'd say it was like a door.
Well, that's odd.
What's that?
This whole situation, and he kind of gestures broadly over this scorch mark. That does not look normal.
Yeah, Mark also kind of comes over and he's like, what in the hell? Did somebody like spray paint a board over here?
There might have been something leaning against this when the explosion went off.
I mean, I guess there could have been. I don't remember anything.
Tammy?
Is there anything around that looks like it could be like in the shape of like that board or something?
You see, the problem with that is there's too many things around.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, like there's a whole pickup truck full of things that could potentially be that shape.
Whose
So,
pickup truck is it?
It
Just a neighborhood pickup truck.
yeah, on the side of it, it says Yellow King Construction. So it's probably just like someone who's working for the city whose deal is to like move clean up the street.
Did Florence go over and just kind of like tap the wall?
Yeah. You know what? Florence, give me a dex check for doing that. Good old dex.
Good old deck. 2.
So tell me something. Does Florence have a glass jaw?
No.
Okay, good. So
Oh, you mean literally.
I would hope he doesn't have a literal glass jaw.
He could have had some accessories. We don't know.
Okay, so yeah, Florence feels like someone just sucker punched him. But
oh yeah, he's an absolute baby.
Yeah, he gets rocked and gets thrown back into the trash over in this direction.
Oh dear.
I try and catch him.
Give me a dex.
5?
Yeah, you managed to catch the dweeb because he just flew straight backwards. And
You alright?
Ow.
What? What
So-
happened?
Like he just starts rubbing his jaw. Ow.
so yeah, as Colton is asking what has happened, he sees that Mark just goes flying into the truck over here.
You just saw someone else get... What in the Hell.
So yeah, Casey is running over. He has his taser in one hand, and he has his hand on the radio on his shoulder. But like, he obviously doesn't know what's going on, so he doesn't know what to call in. And from around the corner, you guys see Horatio just coming by. He's swinging his arms like he's being attacked by bees, almost. And he trips and falls, and it kind of looks like he's getting just the tar beat out of him. And
Is there like something nearby, like a 2x4 or a metal rod?
there's a whole truck full of discarded wood.
I'm grabbing a 2x4 and I'm swinging at whatever's beating Horatio up.
Okay. So yeah, as you run, you also feel just what feels like a massive like fist just slam into the side of your head. But like you feel the impact, but for whatever reason, like it does not hurt as much as like that should. Like even yeah,
I've
like
been hit with harder.
yeah, Larry seems to be suffering a similar thing to Horatio. And like as this is going down, you guys hear almost what sounds like glass breaking, and you feel a like palpable. Is that the right word?
Yeah, that would be right.
Yeah. You
Or
guys feel
tangible, maybe.
yeah. Like you guys just definitely feel like a shockwave emanating from the antique store, and we will move you guys over here.
Oh,
Oh.
So
Pretty crystals.
yeah. Okay. So one second, I'm gonna get you guys back to roughly where you were. Oh yeah, I forgot that
think
I had
I
the
was.
music change. Oops.
Yeah, I had run down to Larry, I believe.
Yeah. So yeah. Um. Okay. So yeah, you guys for a brief moment, you guys are kind of like distracted from everything that's going on. Because just the whole situation you guys are in just shifted. Like, it's still Main Street, but there's just something weird going on about it. Like, crystals are growing out of the ground, and if they're not growing out of the ground, they're like levitated in the air.
Ooh.
Some of the buildings nearby seem to be partially made out of meat. There's like these massive fungal growths taking over the antique shop. The sky is kind of a pinkish red with black clouds, and like everything just like it just kind of feels like very like lightning is about to strike. Like like you guys all have that feeling of like, wow, there's a lot of electricity in the air. And as you guys are looking around, you see some things. So the ones that are the most numerous are what I can only describe as some kind of like drug addicted garden gnome. Like they're a few feet tall. They look rough. Like they have stains all over their little overalls and their shirts and their hats. Their beard is a mess. They got wild eyes. Their hands kind of just have like this malted, like bloody pattern, and they all seem to have this these little knives. And knives should be in quotation marks. Like honestly, it looks kind of like a more sharpened piece of metal. And then there is what Colton and Florence feel definitely punched them, which is a massive, like, part gorilla, part wolf-looking creature, like head and legs of a wolf, torso of a gorilla. It seems to have like glowing surgical scars on it, and it does not have eyes. So yeah, like as you guys are taking in all of this, Florence suddenly feels a bunch of little grabby hands on him.
Yeah, Florence has been screaming.
Yeah.
Oh hell, that ain't right. What?
So yeah, Florence feels some hands on his arms and his shoulders, and a couple of these little gnome-like creatures hold him down. And one runs up to him with a large chunk of crystal, and it swings it down to his face. And just before it makes contact, Florence sees the rock just rocket back up and smash the gnome in the face. And it takes a few steps back and just kind of collapses. And as he's looking, like the rock seems like it is like it seems like it is going more in that direction than it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Like gravity is affecting it slightly stronger.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's looking around, he sees a small crystalline looking rat statue on his chest. It does like the little rat cleaning its face motion and turns back to look at him. And there is a name gnawing at the back of his mind, and he knows that this thing is Moonlight Prestige. And
he screams again.
So
calm down, please. Need to stay cool. We need to stay calm. We need to stay collected. Just deep breaths, okay? In together.
Colton takes a pipe to the back of the head.
God damn it.
And
Tammy is standing up from the ball she's been in.
So yeah, Colton turns around and takes a swing at that little gnome, but it backs off, and it is clearly faster than he is. Another one runs by and kind of like stabs him in the leg a little bit, and it also makes it out. It also manages to get out of his range, and the ones that run by and he does manage to hit them, like they just kind of do a little kip up and just get right back to taking pot shots at him. But as they're doing this, Colton is taking fewer and fewer wounds as this goes on, and eventually he might even take note that like one that has clearly stabbed him in the upper thigh like doesn't even scratch his pants, and the one with the pipe once again jumps at him, trying to just inflict a good old concussion. But as he turns around to bring the 2x4 up to hit it, he sees that a like 8-foot tall yellow classical minotaur has materialized and just has that gnome by its head, and the gnome is screaming. It's hitting the minotaur as much as it can with its little pipe, and it just slams this little gnome into the ground, and you just watch as this gnome just puffs into like smoke and like yellow sparks. And in your heart of hearts, you know that this thing's name is Topaz Cowboy.
Well, today's already been weird enough. This
So
may as well happen, I guess.
So you said Tammy is in the fetal position?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, for a hot second, she does manage to hide from these weird gnomes that have been attacking people. But eventually, one of them kind of just like makes her and starts doing a real terrifying, like running on all fours motion at her, and just full on leaps at her. As it's coming down with its gnashing, rotted, like rows of teeth that are definitely missing some. She sees that two pink arms have kind of like materialized and grabbed onto its biceps, and it is like just inches away from her face. It has horrible breath. After that, a tail kind of sleuths up from the ground and winds itself around the gnome's legs, and the pair of arms seem to split off into a second pair that grab the gnome by the head, and then it is violently thrown back away from you. And as it is, the tail and the arms seem to be growing towards one another in kind of a goopy fashion. And when the torso forms and the tail connects to that, the gloop manifests a head, which is very snake-like in appearance. It holds the gnome's head still as it just opens its mouth, and just this massive dollop of pink and white, what looks like whipped cream, just kind of plops out of its mouth. And the second it makes contact with the gnome's face, the gnome just begins screaming and writhing in pain. And looking at it now, you realize that this is your childhood imaginary friend, Protein Fluff.
Yeah.
And
Can she give it like a really tentative, like wet pat?
yeah, it is gooey.
Schloop.
So, yeah, that is the. Oh, you know what? It would have made sense if I had like not spent all my time reading off a script and dropped the tokens on the board for you guys. Okay, so
looking around, are we the only ones here? Like, we don't see Casey or Mark or Horatio or Larry. It's just the three of us.
Yeah, it is just the three of us. You can give me a quick int check. Let me see if there's any anima. Okay, yeah, there's no real anima stat to correlate with this. So yeah, give me a quick int check.
Whoa, best it can be.
Oh boy, that is a success. That is a okay. It's not a critical success because that's when you do a check with your anima. But yeah, like you don't see anyone else. But what you do notice is there are several like shadowy figures that are humanoid in shape and are where everyone else was.
I'm gonna like click my fingers and sort of wave it in front and be like, "Can y'all hear me?"
They do not seem to respond. So
Lawrence has crawled under the truck.
Yeah, the rat does not seem to leave Florence.
Yeah, Florence kind of does not process. Like, he's pretty sure that seeing the crystal rat clean its face was a trick of his rattled mind. So he just kind of left the rat, but the rat is still following him.
Oh, amazing.
Are there tools on the back of the truck?
Like, now that you get a look at the back of the truck seems very much more Mad Maxy. Like, it is still full of, like, debris, but now that debris is, like, gnarled tree limbs instead of, like, pieces of a stage.
Okay, so there's not like a toolbox where I could, say, give a hammer to Florence, for example.
Yeah, nothing that is recognizable as a toolbox. But yeah, we will slip this into a combat scene. So for you guys, combat is, I believe, rolling your dex and your speed.
Okay. Okay.
Doesn't it
This-
depend on what your anima type is?
No, not really.
That's
Oh.
for attacks.
Yeah, that's for attacks.
Oh, okay.
Which, while this is getting set up, I will grab the PDF so that I can.
So would we do the junction roll that is below the anima stats?
Yes.
For attacks or to determine who goes first?
Both.
Oh, I got a natural.
Oh, I think that's a fumble.
Oh.
It is.
That is indeed a fumble. Well, okay, you roll. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Good job, Florence.
I was just thinking earlier today how I've never seen a fumble, and how infrequently that happens. And
Yeah.
then I rolled a 1 on my dex and speed.
Okay, so give me 1 second. These guys are based off animus that are in the book, so I'm gonna have to look those up while I set up the turn order. All right, turn order.
It does make sense though, for the fact that he has crawled under a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely tracks. Wait, that's general setting.
All right, so you all have your things on here. Okay, let's see. You guys have nope. Where's your oh wow? These guys actually have a moderately high initiative. All right, and where is the one that I based this big boy off of? There is the lad. Same initiative. Okay, so he is going slightly before those guys. So yeah, and this didn't happen this time, but if two people share the same initiative, then they will. Yeah, whoever has the highest HP at the moment goes first. Excuse me. If they both go first, then they effectively act at the same time.
Cool.
So let's see. 2. Colton is at an 8, and Tammy is at a 4.
Ooh.
All right, so descending. There we go. Okay, so first up is Colton. Yeah, you can see the 4 little gnomes that are hanging around, as well as the big angry gorilla wolf.
Okay. Does Tammy at least look like she can, like, hold her own?
Yeah, right now she's very distracted, but yes.
Okay. In that case, my priority is making sure Florence doesn't himself. Which may be too late for that. So I would like to at least try and either draw attention to myself and get the gnomes to converge on me, or get rid of this one that's, like, I'm assuming attempting to scurry under the pickup truck where Florence is.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to try that. So in combat, you have 2 actions. Those actions can be movement, anima ability, using an item, or heck dang it, what was the last one?
Attacking? Question
Yeah,
mark?
I think attacking is like along with that. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I'm getting close to it.
Are you looking for attacking for Guardian?
No, I'm looking for what you can do during your turn.
Oh, okay.
Okay, combat. Here we go. Turn actions: attacking, moving, using an ability, or using an item. Okay, so you can attack and then use your anima's ability as a separate action, but you have 2 actions a turn.
Okay. I also have no idea that I have abilities, because in my
You
perspective, a giant yellow minotaur just appeared and
Yeah,
beat something up for me.
yeah. Like you do have like this intuition that's like this thing can do something.
Okay.
Yeah, like you don't know how, but you know this thing.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna go off instinct, and someone is in distress and being attacked. Slam 2x4 on Junkie Gnome.
All right. Go ahead and give me a junction attack.
So is that strength and defense for me as a guardian?
I do believe so.
It's so the accuracy of the attack is strength plus defense plus 2.
Yes.
+2. Okay.
Yeah, and you are aiming for its initiative, which is a 6.
That's 11. So
Oh, sweet lord. Okay, so you have definitely clocked this thing in the head with the 2x4, and Topaz Cowboy follows up with a left hook. And go ahead and roll that same thing, but with -2 for the damage.
okay. So it's just okay. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
So
Oof.
12.
Oh, good lord. Okay, so yeah, that is. So it has a defense of. Wait, is this the right one? No, this is the wrong page. Okay, that's more the defense I was looking at. Okay, so yeah, this thing, you hecked this thing up super hard. It is between just you coming down with this 2x4 and Topaz Cowboy's left hook. This thing's looking real rough already.
Okie dokie. And it also says here that I can protect someone physically close using dex and defense.
Okay, so you want to use your action to just kind of guard.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll do that. I'll use my the next action that I have to just sort of pull a defensive position.
Okay. All right, so we'll move on to the big wolf. It is. Yeah, it is going to come up. No, it is going to come down here. It is sniffing wildly, and you guys can see, that drool is just pouring out of its mouth, and it sees Colton in its way. So that is the wrong button. So it is going to swing. Let's see, what were its stats again? Yeah, it is going to swing with this button, and okay. So yeah, enemas are weird as they only have one junction. So I gotta roll 2 separate dice. Let's see. So its dice are a 6 and an 8. All right, so that is a. Oh gosh, the lights just flashed. I hope it doesn't. Okay, so 5. That is a 9. So that does hit Colton's defense.
Okay.
Actually, it might not. Let me double check to see if that is a plus or a minus for its. All right. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, my life just did another little flicker in here.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Is
It's
it
probably
starting?
fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Is it starting,
is-
or do you guys have a fuse?
It's just that we live in a poorly put together apartment.
Yeah, that does it.
Okay,
And,
it is a. Okay, so it has a -1 to that roll, so it does just barely hit Colton.
Okay, because it matches. Gotcha.
Okay, so it's going to roll a. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, it's going to roll a 6 and a 4 for its attack, or for its damage, and that's going to be -1. Okay, so that is 8 coming at Colton, and what's his defensive dice?
My defense is a 12.
Okay, so that does not it does hit you, and you do stumble, but that was not enough to actually damage you.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that will be its turn. So now we get to move to the gnomes.
The gnomes.
Okay, so the gnome that attacked Florence is going to do its thing. It is going to take a couple of swipes at Florence. All right, so let's see. It is a strength and charisma. That is not good for it. Okay, so that is a 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think an 8 hits Florence's initiative.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. That was a D4 and a D6. Oh no. What's Florence's defense dice?
Florence's defense dice. Hold on.
Actually, I'm gonna double check to make sure that the defense dice is that as a flat number and not you have to roll a number.
Florence's defense dice is a D6.
Okay, so gonna double check this. All right, it is being real weird right now. It is just PDF is just keeping me stuck in Oh wait, combat page 40. You know, I wrote down all the pages that I would need for quick referencing and just never did anything with it.
Man, I have it up and I still don't get it.
Yeah, it's a learning experience.
Wait, combat's page 40?
Yeah. Or it starts at page 40.
Oh.
Alright.
It just says subtract the target's defense from this total.
Okay, yep, you're right. So, yeah, you said your defense was a 6.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, the gnome is like just scratching away and trying to get at you, and this little crystalline rat is like just whipping at it with its tail to try and keep it at bay. Okay, so now we will go for the gnome that was vomited on by protein fluff, and it is going to try and stab at that, which will reflect on Tammy. So,
Did I not take any damage?
You did not, because
Okay.
it rolled a total of 3.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, a 9 is definitely going to hit Tammy's initiative.
Yeah.
So let's see. Oh my lord, does a 4 beat your defensive stat?
It sure doesn't.
Okay, I was about to say.
D6.
Okay, so yeah, this little gnome is full on struggling with the protein fluff. Like, it has itself pretty well wrapped around it. So yeah, this one up here is like, yeah, this one right here is going to just up and vanish. All right, doop 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 doop. Okay, so that's its turn. And this one is, let's see, do these things have a speed? Okay, yeah, that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so yeah, it is going to come down here, and it is also try to get at Florence. All right, so that hits your 2, and that is a 6. So Florence narrowly manages to be attacked by this little gnome.
Still screaming.
Still screaming. All right, it is Tammy's turn.
All right.
So, time.
Yeah, so if I want to make an attack with protein fluff, I would subtract 1 AP.
Yes.
Okay. That is what I would like to do.
All right.
And then what do I roll?
You have your junction dice. So with an assassin, I believe it is speed and dex.
Okay, so just roll that.
Yes. Just give me a minute. Oh,
3 and 8.
okay, so yeah, that is going to be +1 for the attack. 11. Yep, that definitely hit this little guy.
All right, and then what do I roll?
The same thing, -1.
So roll it again.
Yep.
So 9.
9. Okay, these guys have a defense of that many. So, yeah, it is looking pretty rough. Yeah, like Protein Fluff has put a good amount of burns on this little creature, and you still have a action left. Did you want to move? Did you want to punch this thing yourself?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna punch it too. Let's see. Okay, so then do I do the same thing, or is this the?
Okay, let's see.
This is the Dex, right? Unarmed.
Okay, unarmed. Yeah, I believe it is Dex, and Strength is the damage.
So just roll a Dex
Yep.
first. So 5.
5. It manages to stumble its way out of your swing.
Okay, cool.
All right, so it is now Screaming Boy's turn.
Okay. So, Moonlight Prestige is kind of holding down the combat side of things, because Florence doesn't know what's going on. So Moonlight Prestige is going to is Moonlight Prestige able to kind of, I guess, intuitively use the anima? I guess he did that to save Florence earlier.
Yeah.
So to kind of send the one to the left right here, to kind of send that one flying, can I use Moonlight Prestige's anima?
Okay. Yeah.
Anima power, that is.
Yeah. So you want to send it going straight backwards?
Yes.
All right. So go ahead and do the junction to see if you hit.
Okay. And then my junction is int and range, I think.
I believe so. Let's see. Magician, int and range, -2.
-200. Ah.
That is a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. This gnome over here sees Moonlight Prestige just kind of running at it with intent, and it manages to scramble out of the way as it tries to strike him.
Okay. And meanwhile, Florence crawls out the other side of the truck, and he's gonna try the door of the truck and see if it's unlocked.
All right. The door of the truck is unlocked.
Okay. He would like to get inside the truck.
Okay. You are now inside this Mad Max looking truck. The dials and the dials and gauges make no sense to you.
Uh-huh.
You don't see you don't see like an ignition. The steering wheel looks like the steering wheel is looks like one of those novelty steering wheels that's made out of chain, and the seat is just so uncomfortable.
Uh-huh. He hates it.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so there's no way to turn this vehicle on, is what you're saying.
Give me a int roll.
Okay.
How many cars has Florence hotwired?
9 int.
Oh dang, a 9. Dang.
Lots.
At least one, apparently.
So yeah, Florence is looking around the dashboard trying to figure something out, and Moonlight Prestige hops off your shoulder and like it's sniffing around, and it pushes with all of its weight on what looks like the cigarette lighter, and yeah, the truck's engine just roars. Like high beams turn on, this thing is loud, the whole thing is rumbling.
Okay.
And that is Florence's turn.
Still screaming.
Still screaming. Colton.
Yes.
So yeah, there is a large gorilla wolf that has slapped at you, and then there is the half-dead looking gnome standing right next to you, or right in front of you.
Is it still, like, trying to stab me?
You do certainly have its attention. Like, it looks like it's trying to weigh its options.
I'm gonna look at it and I'm going to make the possibly misguided assumption that this thing speaks and understands English and just say, look, I don't want to kill you or your friends or whatever you are, but can you just stop stabbing me, please?
Okay. So do you want this to be a strength or a charisma check?
Probably charisma.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot he was a bit of a himbo, wasn't he?
Yeah, I have a not awful charisma. That is the maximum I can roll for that.
So yeah,
Also pretty.
the gnome looks at you, and it looks at the other gnome that got super hecked up by the whipped cream snake, and it looks over at the wolf and just kind of screeches, "This is not worth it," and just scurries off into the mist.
I guess that they do understand English.
So you have well, okay. Talking is kind of a free action, so you still have the rest of your turn.
Okay. Is that still a free action even though I did a check though?
I'm going to say yeah this time around because it was a very quick like, hey, you should go.
Yeah. All right. In that case, I'm going to attempt to does Tammy look like she's currently in danger?
You see that there is one of the gnomes that has its attention on her. But doing a head count, there is definitely one less gnome than
Yeah.
Yeah, so one of them has up and vanished, so you don't know where that thing is. It could be attacking her, it could be coming after you.
Okay.
Could have just left.
I want to see if Topaz Cowboy can suplex the baboon wolf dude.
Oh, I love it. Give me a check. Your attack.
Strength and defense, I believe, for an anima
Yep.
attack.
And,
18.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's not gonna matter.
Wait, don't I also have +2 to that? That's a 20.
Good lord. So yeah, you suplex this thing, no problem. It's over. So go ahead and roll your attack or your
strength and
damage.
defense, but -2.
-2, yes.
9.
9. That does hit its defense. Okay, so let's see. That's that. Okay, it's kind of hard to tell its health state from it being upside down, but yeah, it is still raring to go. So what is your next action?
Can you hold actions in this?
You know what? I'm going to say yes.
Okay, I'm going to hold an action, which I'm going to say I'm going to intuitively, like, okay, so mechanically speaking, I'm holding my action, and that action is using my anima's ability.
Okay.
But I want that to happen if and when I am then attacked by this giant thing, because I'm trying to draw its attention so it focuses on me and not the other two.
Okay.
So if and when it attacks, that would trigger my ability to give me the +1 defense as I get a bit stony skinned.
Okay. All right. So, speaking of, we will go back to the gorilla wolf. It is going to scramble to its feet, and it is going to use its first action to unleash a piercing scream aimed at Colton. So I'm going to need you to roll let's say a strength and defense for this.
Okay, strength and defense. So a junction roll there would be 11 again, I think.
All right, and okay, so 11. That does pass its threshold. Like your ears are ringing when it's done with this, but yeah, nothing else seems to happen, and it seems very frustrated at that. So it is instead going to charge at the truck and just kind of slam into it.
Oh shit! Okay.
All right, and that is its turn. So we move back to the gnomes. So this gnome is going to move up here, and it is going to take a swing at Tammy. Boop and boop. That is a 5 versus Tammy's 4, so it hits. These windows in... Oh, I can shrink the windows in Roll20. Sorry, I just had the characters' stats pulled up for these enemies, and have just been wildly shifting where these windows are. All right, so the damage, it is swinging for a 7.
My defense is 6.
Okay, so you take 1 damage.
Boop.
As it finally manages to juke itself around Protein Fluff and take a stab at you.
All right.
And as it does this... now I gotta move the turn order. Wow, I'm just an absolute mess over here. I'm glad I have a different...
Time.
Yeah, I'm glad I have a different window pulled up for catching the map. Actually, yeah, let's just realize the map was also super zoomed out for the stream, so there we go. All right, so yeah, as that thing is doing that, Tammy is going to see the one that vanished earlier is going to pop up behind her, and it is going to take a swing while its brother up there is also taking a swing. So, all right, that is a 7. Yep, that hits your initiative, and that is 4, 5, 6, 7. So you take
1
damage.
Okay, so 10. Okay.
And this one's going to come down here, and it is going to try and open the door to get it in at Florence. So let's see. It has a pretty high dex, actually. And it fails. So, yeah, in his adrenaline-fueled fear state, Florence manages to grab a hold of the door handle and not let the gnome, like, work its way in. And we are to Tammy.
All right. The gnome that's above Protein Fluff, can Protein Fluff try to just like shove the gnome into himself? To like
use an anima point and let's do a junction.
All right. Let me take away any anima point. And
oh dang. Yeah, that's gonna hit him.
Okay.
Okay, so roll your damage.
Which for this one is still the dex, right?
Yeah, it is dex and speed -1.
Speed minus. So 19.
Oh! So, yeah, you see that Protein Fluff, like, coils around this gnome and just completely, like, encompasses it. And after a couple seconds, Protein Fluff just kind of melds into one big lump. And then it kind of reforms itself as it is. And the gnome is just gone.
Yummy. Alright. And then can Tammy try to just curb stomp the gnome that attacked her behind her?
Oh, yeah.
Alright. And then, so this one's just dex.
Yep. That hits. Dang.
Okay. And then strength?
Yes.
4.
Okay, that can't be right. Okay, yeah, that's the right button. Yeah, you definitely like knock this thing on the ground, but as you go to like stomp on its head, it manages to scramble out of the way.
All right, cool.
Okay, and I actually need to re-add the gnomes back to the initiative because I accidentally deleted the one that was acting as initiative. All right, so that is Tammy's turn. So we're back to the screaming baby once again.
Okay. So, he's in the car. The gnome is trying to scrabble in.
Mm-hmm.
Can he hit the gas and go forward a little bit so that the door is next to Colton?
You know what? Give me a int check to make sure he has the sense of mind to stop the truck in front of Colton. I'm going to say that this is a D 6.
Do you know how to drive a car, check? Do you have your license?
And he does.
Okay, dang. So oh boy. So yeah, you managed to pull the truck up right next to to Colton.
Yeah, Florence is very vain.
Oh, I was gonna say that. We're gonna go ahead and say that's your like move action for the turn.
Okay. But yeah, Florence is very vain, but also knows stuff. It's a very interesting dichotomy of existence.
We love a character with dimension.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he rolls down the window and he just starts screaming, "Get in the car! Get in the car!"
No, we're fine.
Does he want to?
I have a.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry to interject. I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
When Florence, this is a me question, not a Colton question, because Colton's not smart enough for this.
Mhm.
Are the shadowy figures of our friends that we've left behind still around? And was one of them still in front of the car when Florence drove it forward?
So they are still around, but they seem to still be in the same location that they were. So like the truck that Florence is in just kind of drove right through the shadowy figure of Mark, and so like from your perspective, Mark's shadow is currently resting in the bed of the truck.
Okay, so we can't interact physically with them like the others could. Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
So does Florence or Moonlight Prestige have another action they would like to do? Because you still have one.
So Moonlight Prestige probably is gonna like jump on the car door, kind of like windows rolled down. So he jumps up where the window would be so that he can see out, and is gonna try and attack the gorilla wolf.
All right.
And
all right.
yeah, so I'd spend another AP point to try and
Yep.
blast it, right?
Yep.
Okay, so and then the junction.
That
14.
definitely hits. So I was imagining Moonlight Prestige as like whipping people with its little tail or biting at them. Is that how it attacks, or does it, like you said, blast them, or does it like fire off a ray of prismatic light or something?
Well, I think that it uses its tail. It kind of whips its tail as the somatic component,
Mm-hmm.
and then it does a little twinkle, and that activates the ability and reverses its direction.
Okay. Okay, so are you trying to damage it or reverse its direction?
I had assumed that he would damage it by sending it flying, but if that's
Okay.
if it instead does just straight up damage, I could do that too.
You know what? That works for me. You're sending it flying into like the building. So yeah, go ahead and give me your damage.
Okay, so this is and that's +2.
I do believe so. Magician +2, yeah.
So that is 21 damage.
Oh dang! So yeah, this thing gets flung backwards. Its defense is that. So yeah, give me a second. I'm doing math here. So so yeah, Moonlight Prestige whips its tail at this gorilla wolf as it's trying to slam into the truck again, and as it almost makes contact with the truck, you guys just see it just ricochet backwards and just slam into the building with a crunch, and then it just kind of slumps down and ceases movement. Like it hit pretty violently.
Oh, we love it.
All right, and
I'm just reading here quickly. It says that anytime we use a junction, we're spending an AP.
Yes, that is true.
Okay.
Oh, Selfie is going to have his work cut out for him.
I thought you said we could say.
I said we get one.
Oh.
We get one, and you burned it at the start.
Ass was like the third word said.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I just heard it a second time too from my phone.
Okay.
Okay, I need to figure out how many APs I've used.
You've used 2.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. So it is now Colton's turn, because the big boy is super dead. Ash? Uh-oh.
Yeah?
Oh, okay, there you are. It is currently your turn.
Oh, sorry. Why did I just mute myself again? My brain has disintegrated, apparently. So what is left? Just 2 Nomi dudes?
Yep, there are just 2 Nomi dudes.
Alright, I will move? For thematic purposes... No, I'm just gonna move around the front of the car. You're like, I'll jump over the car! No. I will just move around the car, and I'm just gonna try and...
Yeah. I'll say
I
that
guess...
if you want, your anima can move, like, along with you.
Okay. Cricket bat the gnome away with the 2x4 that I still have.
Alright. Okay, so, yeah, if you're not going to use, Cowboy... Topaz Cowboy, I almost called him Cowboy Bluff. Okay, give me 1 second. That will be a Dex +1 attack. And if you hit, it's going to be Strength +5.
Okay. Dex +1. Oh, yeah, my Dex.
Yeah.
6?
Yeah, it barely manages to avoid it. You ding the side of the truck. Okay, so you still have 1 more. Oh no, that was a move and a swing.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so we will now move to the little gremlins. So yeah, the one that just had a cricket bat swung at its head will in turn take a swipe at Colton for an 8. Alright, that meets it.
Yep.
So now let's see about that damage. Let's see if we can break a 12. We can't. So yeah, this thing has this thing has like jumped up to try and latch onto you, but you're like using the board to like just kind of keep it at bay. So like it has like 1 leg up on the board and like 1 arm like over the board, and it's trying to swing at you with a knife, but it just has such a short like arm length compared to you.
Yeah.
And this other one is going to move over here and just start throwing rocks at Tammy, because it's seeing Protein Fluff just devour its friend has left it pretty unsettled. So yeah, just gonna do Dex for this, because it's just kind of swinging its hand, or it's swinging its hand. It's swinging its little arm. 2. Oh, that misses. All right, so that is its turn, and we are back to Tammy.
All right. So, question:
Yes.
can you attack on a diagonal?
Yes.
Okay. Second question: what is that?
That is like a in the normal world, that's like a planter on the street.
Oh.
And yeah, at the moment, it's kind of like a weird like concrete tree. So it's basically like a space you cannot walk through.
Okay.
Yeah, but I will say that like if you're gonna do like a ranged attack, it won't block line of sight.
Let's see. Can I have Protein Fluff spit acid?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, just spend your anima point and
Yep.
roll that. Yeah, that hits.
All right. Hold on. Use my animal points. 17. And then this one is it's the same thing.
Yeah, same thing, but -1. I bet. Well,
So
okay.
this is
Where is its defense? That's its defense. So I believe that was -1 for the actual attack.
yeah.
Yeah, this little thing is screaming as the acid just slops onto it. Like it is. Yeah, it's dropped the.
It is pink acid, by the way.
Oh yes. But yeah, like it has thrown its hat to the ground to get rid of that, because it has acid on it. It has dropped all the rocks it picked up to throw at you, and it is currently in the process of like getting rid of its shirt to to try to wipe off and also get rid of acid.
Okay.
All right, and you have a second action.
Can I have Protein Fluff move closer to it?
Yeah, go for it.
I can't move my character. I can't move acid. Nope. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and fix that later.
And how far can he move?
Yeah, its move and your move are range.
Range. So 4.
Yep, and that was 1, 2, 3. So yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, let me go ahead and double check the anima.
Protein Fluff is intimidating.
Okay, can be edited and controlled by Florence. All right. Up as Cowboy. Edited and controlled by Colton. And Protein Fluff. Okay, yep. And Tammy. And Tammy. There we go. Okay, so yeah, now you should be able to move Protein Fluff. All right, so that was Tammy's turn, and we're back to Florence.
Okay. So Colton appears to not be getting in the car.
That is true.
So he's just gonna drive up to Tammy next, and then yell at her to get in the car.
All right. So yeah, you are not actively being assaulted by the gnome. So yeah, we will just say that is just your movement.
Yeah.
And you won't have to roll to make sure you don't run over someone.
Mm-hmm. So get in the car. Get in the car. And Moonlight Prestige, meanwhile, is holding it down. Like scrambles onto the hood of the truck, and okay, so the range. I have a long range.
Yeah, your range is effectively the length of this map, actually.
So he can just keep on swishing at people and sending them into orbit, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna swish at this one that's in front of Colton and try and like knock it into this crystal structure.
Okay.
To like impale it.
All right, go ahead and give me your little junction.
Ooh.
That's
a whip.
Misses.
That is a whip.
Okay, that is not enough to be a crit fail, but yeah. So yeah, it's just a very unfortunate thing of Colton finally manages to swing this thing off of the 2x4 as the little sparkle of Moonlight Prestige's inversion power just shoots over it.
Okay.
Okay, and that is your turn. And speaking of Colton, you're back.
I am back. Alrighty, I'm gonna just kick this thing away, and I'm just gonna jump in the back of the ute pickup truck.
Alright.
That's not an American term. So that is a melee, so an unarmed. If I'm kicking,
you actually have a. I'll give you the. Oh wait. Sorry, I have lost my list of attacking. Okay, there they are. I'll give you the +1 from the 2x4 for this kick.
Okay, so that is Dex +1. 8.
7. That hits him.
Well, it's +1 with the melee weapon.
Oh yeah. Still hits him.
So
yeah,
strength
that is strength +5.
16 in total.
Oh. Okay, 16. Okay, so sorry, I'm doing some math here. Yeah, you just kick this thing as hard as you can. It definitely feels like some things in this thing's little chest have broken, and it just flies off into this mist.
All right,
and once again, you have to re-add this stupid thing to the counter. Good lord, I'm gonna have to have a thing in the future where it's like this token over here is just gonna act as a.
Are they all acting on the same initiative?
Yeah, because they all have the same initiative and the same health.
Okay. I was gonna say, for that, just, you can still add multiple tokens on the same initiative.
Yeah, that's true.
So they'll have the same initiative number, but that saves you from having to take out and re-add everything back in.
Alright.
And then with my movement, I'm just hopping in the back of the pickup.
Alright. Alright, so that is Colton's turn. Did Tammy hop into the truck?
Can I if it's not my turn?
You know what? Because Florence is just so flustered, I will say that you could have hopped into the truck.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
So
when I jump in, I'm gonna bang on it then like on the tray and just be like, "Let's
like,
go."
Go.
Yeah.
So yeah, while you guys are loading into the truck, this last little gnome is gonna run up and hop onto the truck. Still covered in horrible wounds, mind you. And it's gonna start trying to stomp through the truck's windshield.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and set this truck's windshield's like AC at like 8. Yeah, it does not make a dent. But yeah, you have this little gnome just like also very much blocking your view and it's trying to like get in. So it is Tammy's turn.
All right. I guess I will have Protein Fluff try to attack the gnome because I am in the car and I am not getting out. Okay, so 16
Oh dang. Yeah, that hit.
and well, wait, no, wrong button. Sorry.
Okay, there we go. So yeah, as this thing is stomping on the windshield and trying to get it, Florence just sees this large this large pink and white like snake person just like come up from behind the gnome and just like put its head in its mouth, and then just kind of do the snake thing of proceeding to swallow the gnome whole, and yeah the snake then kind of like climbs further up onto the truck and kind of like coils itself up on the roof. And you guys can give me a dex check while the truck starts peeling off.
4.
Okay, that's a 4 from Tammy.
All of us?
Yep, if you want.
Okay. I mean, I'm in the tray. I'm out of everyone. I'm probably the one who needs to do a dex check most. That's a 7.
All right. Oh, Florence. Oh boy. So yeah, as Florence just starts peeling out, he has tunnel vision. He is focused on getting out of this area. Yeah. Colton, since you're kind of more hyper aware because you're in the bed of the truck and you're having to hold on. As you guys start peeling off, you actually spot another person, just like a full-on human. He is standing on top of one of these crystalline structures that's kind of floating in the air. He is wearing a kind of a ratty gray hoodie and a well-used like hockey mask. And standing next to him is what appears to be a large mechanical like horseman. Like it looks like a horse version of a minotaur, but instead of being flesh, it looks like it's made out of a steam engine.
Ooh,
And
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and as Colton is looking up at this guy, he sees that the guy kind of has his phone out and looks like he's filming you lot, and you can hear him say as you guys pass by, I'm like, okay, I think we've seen enough.
I'm gonna grab something from the tray. I don't care what it is because you said there was like sticks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna yeet it at the dude, and I'm gonna. I'd like to get the phone if I could, but I'm just yeeting it at the dude to try and knock him off this crystal. I don't like him. He seems suspicious.
Yeah. What? Okay, give me a your choice of dex or strength.
Can I spend an AP to get Topaz Cowboy to
Yeah.
let me do like a?
Yeah, totally. Give me a junction attack on this then.
Alright, which one would it be?
Yeah, we'll say it's just your regular attack. So that and that plus 2.
I would like to. I'm still getting used to Roll20 again. So,
Yeah.
strength and defense. Wait, a junction attack.
Oh, nice.
That's the +2, so 17.
Okay, so yeah, as you guys are driving by this guy, Topaz Cowboy picks up a piece of gnarled wood and throws it like a javelin. And as he does, you see this thing goes clear through the dude's phone. But before it hits him, the mechanical horseman snatches it out of the air and snaps it in half. Looking at the dude's body language, he is like very upset at what just happened, and he reaches into his pocket and pulls out this shiny disc. Like, you guys have gotten a bit far enough away that you can't really see what you can't really make out any details outside of the fact that it's reflective, and he breaks it in his hand, and as he does, you guys all just tumble onto Main Street. And you guys look around. The street is back to normal. The crystals are gone. The truck you guys are in has vanished, as has the entities that seem to be protecting you. Larry and Horatio, you guys can see them. They're getting up, dusting themselves off. Casey is helping Mark get off the truck, and you guys are like up here at this point. You guys made a bit of distance, and Mark is just looking around.
Does it seem like time has passed?
Like, thinking back on it, you guys were like in a fight, so it felt like it lasted, I don't know, an hour, but it was actually only a couple minutes. And it looks like a couple minutes have passed. But yeah, like, Mark is just looking at you guys and looking around, and is just like, what in the hell just happened?
I'm sorry, but are me and Florence sitting like the people from SpongeBob in the invisible car?
Sure.
But
yeah, with you guys now back on normal Main Street, we will call the session there.
Okie dokie.
Woo!
Oh boy.
And I will forget this all in 2 weeks.
I took notes.
Well, that's why you had me make you a note.
I started taking notes and then I forgot to hit save changes.
Oh
no.
And John, I'm gonna need some names because boy, am I bad at this.
Oh yeah, no problem. The names that I've been coming up with, I've been Portsmouth information doc.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be like right. It doesn't need to be like right this second, but I'm gonna put it in my little note thingy.
Yeah. You have access to the setting notes, which is where I've been putting the NPCs.
Oh, okay.
I do need to grab Cynthia's name, though, to add that to it, because that was a name I've been trying to come up with for actual weeks, and just kind of came up with this off the top of my head. So, do you guys like the game so far?
I stole a car.
Yeah.
I stole a ghost car.
Florence committed Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
I think I'm struggling a little bit to pick up the mechanics because it's so simple that it's confusing to me, but I'm enjoying it.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I am having to go back and forth to make sure I'm getting the rules right for that reason.
Yeah, like it looks like there are
Like
different attacks that your anima can do with the junctions based on what you want.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out as we go.
I am planning on literally writing all those junctions just down on a piece of paper and putting it next to the computer.
That is a good idea.
That way I don't have to scroll through the PDF.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I have a notebook with all the page numbers to the information I need on it, but now that I think about it, that notebook is in a backpack, and that backpack is across the room.
Yes, where it does the most good.
I think next time I'll have my desk clean so I can have my second monitor up.
Yeah. Oh, I bought a whole new pack of sticky notes. I should probably actually use them for this reason. But yeah, and if everyone's still good for it, we will do this again in 2 weeks.
2
Yeah.
weeks. That date is the 17th. I will indeed be here. Let me check if I'm on duty again.
All right. Let's see. And if Selfie is able to edit the podcast in time, that will be up on the 9th. And I should be able to actually spread that along various podcasting platforms by then.
Awesome. But at the moment, that's just on Podbean, right?
Yeah, it is just on Podbean. What is the URL for that? Crimsbacon.podbean.
Is there a way to set up a bot on Twitch that just posts it like
There is. I should look into that.
every half hour? Like every half hour, just post the link.
Yeah, I should look into that, and also I'm gonna have to mute that bot for when I stream things that are not over arms.
We could theoretically make a overarms specific Twitch channel.
We could. Yeah, just mostly using Rob's because it's bigger, I guess.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that is the end of the game, and it is 8 p.m. where I am. So we will say that is also the end of the stream for now. Thanks everyone who stopped by. I hope everyone had fun. Thank you for watching. Thank you to the people in the future who are listening to the podcast.
Thank you, future people.
Oh, and speaking of future people who are listening to the podcast, if you would like to watch this live, it is currently being hosted at borimmortal.twitch.tv. That's BORIMMORTAL. Yeah, if people wanted to get a hold of me, I'm at Chris Bacon on wherever things are. Ash is at Ash and Kyrite.
Ash and Heart Cry, close. HARTKRIE.
Yeah.
On everything.
Yeah, and our other players are
in bed because don't talk
in bed.
And I am lovely-hills at Tumblr.
Yeah. All right. We will see people later. Bye.
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 All right. Stream is stopped. I'm glad everyone's having fun.
I stole a car.
You stole a car.
I can swear again.